What's up, everybody? Good morning, good night, good evening, wherever you're joining from. It is your favorite millennial pastor, Pastor P, in the house, and I'm so excited to be with you on tonight. There's truly a word from the Lord. Welcome to you all from across the globe, from all 18 countries, from Rumble, YouTube, Instagram, and you know it, Facebook in the house. I am here on tonight to tell you what thus saith the Lord, and I'm very excited about it on tonight. All right, so the Lord instructed me to share two previous prophetics word with you as they are applicable to now and where we are. So we are going to jump into the prophetic moment of the night. And the first one that I'm going to share with you is a prophetic word that the Lord had me to go back to on December 30th, 2023. This was the beginning as we were entering into the beginning of 2024. This is what the Lord said. It's Mark 11:12 through 25. And it records Jesus cursing the fig tree because it was in the correct season, but it was perpetrating like it had produced fruit. And because the fig tree was perpetrating like it was living out its purpose, Jesus said, nope, and you won't fool anybody else. And Jesus cursed that fig tree to wither away. And the Bible records in Mark 11, verses 12 through 25, that 24 hours later, the tree had completely died and withered away. There was no evidence that that tree had previously had life after the Lord cursed it, after Jesus the Christ, the Son of God, cursed that tree. Now, I want to tell you on tonight that what the Lord was saying is that he is moving, and he's moving fast, and he's still passing out judgment left and right. And he told me to tell you, if you're not on your A game, if you are not fully dedicated to walking in the path, if you don't have a sold out yes that God has told you to give him, you better believe that you are going to feel his wrath. He said, it's time to step up, to be who God called you to be, to walk boldly in your purpose for your life. And do not let this moment back in December, and it's here again. The Lord has opened up a new window of time. He said, do not let this moment pass you by. Seize it. Own it and watch as God moves mountains on your behalf. I wish somebody would put hashtag God's plan in the chat. Amen. I also want to go a step further, and the Lord told me to share with you a prophetic word that we released 2 weeks ago on October 25th. So I'm going to step out for a second, play this quick little 2-minute video, and I want you to hear. I want your spirits to hear. I want you to be completely open to what the Lord would have for you to hear on tonight. But here is what the Lord said. He said, your next yes, the next yes that you will receive will be life-changing. But in order for you to receive it, you've got to take the limits off of God. God said, you can't hear my answer or receive my instruction when you've already decided in your mind and your heart how I should respond. The Lord then spoke in all capital letters. He said, take the limits off. Take the limits off. You can't expect God to do something for you in your life and expect God to show up for you in your life and expect God to answer your prayers when you've already made your mind up as to what you want the Lord to do. God's not interested in pleasing you alone. He is interested in getting his will accomplished in this world through you and giving you the desires of your heart. But it requires that you work together with the Lord. You cannot expect God to do something for you when you are trying to play God yourself. God already knows the answer. So that's the first thing. Take the limits off. Now, I know a lot of you are like, well, I don't have any limits. on God? Well, yes, you do. When you have expectations of how you want the Lord to show up, how you want the Lord to respond, what you want him to do, who you want him to get, you've got a whole list and an agenda, then you've got some limitations on God. Now, your faith should be open to receive from God what he wants to do. Yes, you got to have some specifics, but your specifics should not be the contract. We don't make contracts with God. We allow God to establish covenant with us, and then we watch him manifest his word in our lives. So you got to take the limits off. That's the first thing. Take the limits off. Stop expecting the Lord to come your way. It's not your will be done. It's his will be done in earth as it is in heaven.